Let's keep everything rolling. Coming to the stage next, this next gentleman is from San Francisco, California, and he's made several appearances on syndicated comedy shows that are no longer on the air. Please give it up for Mr. Barham. Come on, y'all.
Good evening. How you guys doing? All right, it's very nice to be here. I want to tell you that I pulled into town a couple of days ago, and I've pretty much been driving around ever since, lost, because, well, nobody told me that 495 was a friggin' circle! Look, kids, the monument. Look, kids, the monument. Look, kids, the monument. Felt like Chevy Chase in European Vacation, for Christ's sakes. I've learned some very, very valuable driving lessons in the brief period of time that I've been here. First of which is that you guys drive just a little bit differently here. Yeah, apparently in the whole metro area, right of way is determined by tonnage and velocity. Stoplights just seem to be rough guidelines, really. All right, green means go. Yellow means go. Faster! Go, go! You can make it! Come on, come on! Shit! And red means go.
If there's nobody looking.
And let's not forget about the blinkers either, huh? Oh, never touch the shit. Hell, I just broke that stick right off the goddamn column myself. I don't need that thing. Which is okay, because I love to drive fast. I am an unabashed speeder. I'm always doing at least 15 miles an hour in excess of the posted speed limit. And I'm also always doing it in the proper left-hand lane where I am supposed to be. I sense that some of you guys know where I'm going with this one. For those of us who don't recall this from driver education, let's just go over this one more time as sort of a community service, shall we? All right, visualize this if you will. You're in the left lane, which is known as the... Excellent. We'll get along fine. You're in the left lane. You look into your rearview mirror. You see a car behind you by, say, 100 feet or so, right? A few seconds later, you look back now. That car's only about 50 feet behind you. A few seconds later, you look back one final time. Now that car's front bumper is virtually locked with your rear bumper, and they're now flashing their lights on and off and on and off and on and off. Then that means get the fuck out of the way! And I'll tell you what, if you're not laughing at that, you're one of those fucking people. Okay? Sorry, color me asshole if you will. But I have had it up to there. There is just at least one other lane, goober. Just move your sleepy, slow, radio dial fiddling, cellular phone using, booger picking moron ass over into it, because I got shit to do and places to go. God, it's so frustrating, isn't it? I'm not a bad guy. I just want to go. That's how the road is supposed to work, right? Left lane, fast lane, right lane, slow lane. Thank you from the Dukes of Hazzard's contingent over there. But that's how it works, man. Left lane, fast lane, right lane, slow lane. Left lane is the passing lane. It's not the passing fucking time lane. It's the passing lane, and I want to go. That's why I have an accelerator pedal, airbags, and insurance, because I want to go. But some people just seem like they're incapable of understanding this basic, simple, fundamental concept, doesn't it? So, I mean, it's so frustrating. Sometimes I wish I had a gigantic snowplow on the front end of my goddamn car. You know what I mean? It's just like, whoa. Jesus, I have been trapped behind you for 10 goddamn minutes, Grandma. Come on. When did you get your friggin' license in the first place? On horseback, you stupid old bitch? Come on! I mean, the things you start saying, I mean, you know what I'm talking, it's just fucking, what do I need, a laser beam bored a hole through the back of your noggin? Move your ass, you old geezer! Fucking go! Try opening the coffin lid, you stupid old bitch! You can see better! Fucking go! Alright, fine! But that's just me. Sorry, No. Only if you really mean it. I wasn't entirely truthful there, though. I don't have insurance, so Not anymore. Oh. It's nice to be here on stage again. I love performing stand-up comedy. It's very therapeutic for me, very cathartic. I get to get a lot of things off my back, like the last bit. And a recent acquisition in my life is really, really just driving me crazy now. I'm about ready to lose it. And you guys want to know why I'm mad? Thank you very much. I'll tell you why. Because I just got a computer. That's why. You know, folks, there's a really good and deliberate reason that they don't design those things with fucking necks. They are so frustrating to me. I love technology. Who here has got a computer? By applause. At home or work? All right. Maybe you can explain this to me. I'm not a complete idiot when it comes to computers, you know. I don't take the mouse and put it on the floor thinking it's some sort of a pedal or some device like that, you know. I don't pop out the CD-ROM tray and go, woohoo, cool, a cup holder, good idea. You know, I know one or two things about computers. What I don't understand is whenever you call up the company to speak with, say, the technical representative, the very first thing the voicemail always says makes no sense. It's,
if you are using a touch-tone telephone, please press 1. If you are using a rotary telephone, please stay on the line.
folks, if you have a computer, what in the hell is the chance that you would still have a rotary telephone? What are you using, the Pentium Abacus, for Christ's sakes? Come on. How exactly does that work? Oh, yeah, I just got the new Apple Macintosh Power PC desktop. I'm strapped, my man. I got 2.5 gigs on the hard drive with 268 megs of RAM. I got a 250 megahertz processor with an active color matrix display. I got an onboard 12x CD-ROM drive with 4 PCMCA card slots, 2 floppy disk drives, and right now I'm using a 33.6 modem. But I'm still a little bit wary about that newfangled touch-tone telephone. Now, let's face it, man, if you are still using a rotary telephone, then you need to dial up the Clue-mobile so they can bring you the flint rocks that you need to bang together, Chaka, so you can join the 20th fucking century. What cheap asshole is into that? Ooh, almost halfway there. Ah, nostalgia. Just can't get enough of it, boy. That's the thing. There is so much stupid shit in this country. And a lot of them are people. I don't know what you guys think. I'm sorry, but I think that there are way, way too many stupid fucking people in this country, and we need to start weeding them out. My friends, it is time to bring back social Darwinism. It is time to make Jack Kevorkian Surgeon General and start setting up euthanasia booths around the country. The time has come. You know, and it's not just stupid people that bother me, per se. You know what I mean? What bothers me, think about this. It's the fact that there's a whole lot more stupid people than there are smart people. Yeah. And the stupid people are fucking a lot more than the smart people. Yeah. And they're making a lot more stupid fucking people. That should scare the hell out of you. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not talking about people who can't help it, mentally handicapped. I'm talking about people who can help it and don't want to. You know what I'm talking about? You see it every day. Bone stupid, obstinately ignorant, dumber than a bag of hammers. Kind of person who finishes school and goes, "Whoo! I don't ever have to read another book again." Kind of person who thinks that the Ottoman Empire is a discount furniture outlet. Kind of person who turns 35 and still has their high school graduation tassel hanging from the rearview mirror of their 83 Firebird with Glory Days pumping out the ass end of it. Right now, I know there's somebody in the audience with an 83 Firebird and a rotary phone who does not like me at all. So I've actually had a really good time in town this week. I went by the sperm donor clinic in town. I made a few deposits for a little extra cash yesterday. You guys don't do that? You guys, did you know that there's a sperm donor clinic here in town? Yeah, guys, they will pay you good money. They call it an infertility cryobank. You donate their sperm, your sperm, they will pay you as much as $60 a load. Well, load, shot, dollop, I don't know the exact technical term. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you go as many as 3 times in 1 week. I worked it out mathematically. I can put myself into a whole nother tax bracket single-handedly. One arm tied behind my back. Maybe we are looking at an extra 10 G's a year right here from Senor Wences. Yeah, smoke that Havana. What do you think of that, little buddy? Tight. Shit, I might as well get paid for something I'm going to do anyway. It's just being efficient. That's what that is. Come on. Otherwise, it's just money down the drain. Well, you guys are really anal retentive tonight. You guys just like, we'd like to laugh, but well, I'll do that on the way home in the car. Don't want to embarrass myself about an untoward joke in public. If you go there, it's a very surreal experience. They have these pornographic magazines all over the place. It's really kind of odd. But they even have porno videotapes that you can watch because guys are very visually oriented and stimulated. And I popped in one of these tapes out of curiosity. And on this was something I had never seen before in my life. These 2 women are having lesbian sex with one another, right? Which is cool in of itself, you know. But then all of a sudden, one of them goes and gets a strap-on tool. Follow me? Sir? And then starts giving it to the other girl. And as a guy, I'm just like, whoa, that's kind of intimidating, you know? I mean, shit, I don't want to lose my job, man. But it was okay, because I watched for a little bit, and after that, I was just like, yeah, but look at her. She fucks like a girl. Nothing to worry about, fellas. You guys are all right. That's kind of a litmus test because sometimes audiences get a little bit uptight about that. That joke clams them up. You know, I don't know exactly why, but I think it's because I've noticed in the past few years that Americans in general seem like they've gotten really uptight. And I think it's because there's been a plague that has hit this country that's called political correctness. And I'm so tired of PC because it is such bullshit. I'll be really honest with you. As a comic these days, whenever you want to talk about something on stage that's even remotely taboo, it's gotten really, really difficult. You're now constantly being censored and monitored about what you say, judged and poo-pooed and pshawed. And, oh my God, I cannot believe some of the things that you were talking about. This is Washington DC. You don't even know these people. My Lord. Lesbian sex and dildos? Oh my God, masturbation at sperm donor clinics? My God, where does it end? And the way you were talking about that elderly woman at the beginning of the program and her driving, that is so disrespectful. Let me tell you something, you little wise apple, all right? I don't want to hear you making fun of the elderly. Do not talk about the homeless. Do not make fun of the mentally or the physically handicapped. You cannot talk about AIDS. Don't talk about abortion. You cannot talk about drugs. Do not talk about racism. I don't want to hear you talking about sexism. I don't want to hear you talking about homosexuality or homophobia. You can't talk about this. You can't talk about that. You can't talk about the other. That is bullshit. Quite simply, you should be able to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Express your opinion and be willing to hear the opinions of those around you because that is what this country is all about. Don't you guys agree? Yeah. All right. Good. Then let's talk about some really uncomfortable shit. So I was fucking the Pope, right? Look at you guys. Oh, we didn't know you were going there. True to his word, boy. Wouldn't let me wear a condom or nothing. That's integrity. I'll tell you that right now. Relax. He's no fag. I mean, he struggled. Come here, Popey. Everybody put your helmets on, strap in. It's going to be a bumpy ride for a little while. Now, that's the thing about political correctness. You know, I'm sure somebody's all upset. Oh, certain things you just shouldn't be able to make fun of. Certain things just aren't funny. Bullshit. Loosen up. It's just called having a sense of humor. Because if you guys came here tonight for the same reason that I first went to a comedy club before I was even a comic, it's because out there is reality. Sometimes reality just gets way too heavy. So you come here, why? To make light of reality. And laughter is a really wonderful, invigorating tonic that recharges you and allows you to deal with that. PC tries to take it away by making people overly serious and uptight, overly sensitive. So many of the things that it's tried to get rid of, like sexism and homophobia, racism, there's been an actual resurgence in the past few years, you know? Racism is a good example. I just joined the Big Brother program recently. Very first question this schmuck asked me when I walked into his office was, hey, Ray, so tell me, like, what race do you want him to be, eh? So just to mess with him, I said, I don't care what race he is. Just so long as when I pick him up, he's wearing something sexy. Hell, I don't care if he's black, white, yellow, red. If he's in hot pants, call me Big Daddy. Because I may be a pedophile, but I'm no racist, mister.
The password is sarcasm. Sarcasm. We'll try it again shortly.
That's the thing, I'm so laid back in my philosophy. I don't care what the color of your skin is. I don't care what your sexual orientation. I don't care what your gender is. It seems so simple to live and let other people live if they're not messing with you. You know, it's just a variation on the golden rule. Some of the places that I go in America, they're so backwards, it's shocking. I was in Wichita, Kansas not too long ago, and oh man, I was talking about racism there. After the show, this big, fat, drunken, just wash basin bellied, you know, knuckle dragging, mouth breathing, toothless homunculus. I didn't like him very much. Fucking asshole comes up to me after the show. He's gonna learn me, right? He's gonna educate me. Hey, Mr. Comedian. Hey, Funny Boy, come here. I want to talk to you a minute. Yeah, I heard you talking about racism before. I'm gonna tell you a thing or two right now. It happens to be a known fact that blacks is inherently lazy. I was like, yeah, I guess that's why whites needed them as slaves for the first 350 fucking years. Let's see, Jeremiah, who's the laziest son of a bitch we can find to do all of our labor for us? Now, come on, Doc. You're just talking white boy to white boy now, all right? You gotta come clean. You can't tell me if when you see a black man, he's driving a BMW, you don't think he's a drug dealer? Well, yeah. But that's because I drive an 85 Ford Escort. I think any bastard with a nicer car than me is a drug dealer, man. That's not a race thing. That's just a low self-esteem problem. I can think of one interesting difference between blacks and whites. For example, when blacks live in a really shitty old rundown part of the neighborhood, they call it the ghetto or the hood, right? When whites live in a really shitty old rundown part of the neighborhood, they call it the historic district.
He's funny, but some of these jokes make me very uncomfortable. I'm laughing and my butt is puckering at the same time. How does that happen?
Well, that's the thing, man. It just seems to me like it's just time to get past all that stuff. Like, who cares about skin color, sexual orientation? Like, I live in San Francisco, okay? I've been out there for about 3 years now. I'm sure some of you guys, as soon as you heard that I was from San Francisco, I'm sure you were like,
Oh, yeah. He's from San Francisco, is he? Oh, well, look at that. He's got earrings in both his ears. Hello. I bet you he's a big faggot. He's a big fairy. He's a big butt pirate. He's a big fudge packer. He's a big trouser pilot. He's a big colon cowboy. He's a big sausage smoker. He's a big butthole surfer. He's a big...
Right? Well, I will confess to you all, I'm sorry to tell you, I will come out of the closet right here and now and let you know, folks, that I am a flaming heterosexual male. I love women to death. As a matter of fact, I have been with over 200 women in my lifetime. Only sucked 2 dicks. Yeah. That's right. Hey, the way I run the numbers, I'm still at least 99% macho man. All righty? Only 1% sugar britches. But we all got to pay the rent sometime, so just you back off. Besides, those transvestites can fool you. Wasn't even all the second one either, just a little, down the side. They're just selected people in the room I am saying that line for. Just. It's just, down the side. Oh my God.
He's just the devil. That's what he is. He's Satan.
Oh, man. I think, actually political correctness has made it real difficult when it comes to just plain dating between the sexes. Don't you think so? Nowadays, you got a whole minefield of, man, relax, you look like you're about to explode. You just...
Oh, if I can just squeeze a little bit tighter, I might actually be able to make myself into the singularity just before the Big Bang occurred. I'm just gonna actually rip a hole in the space-time continuum right here and become a black hole. Yeah.
Chill. Oh, man, I got some mushrooms for you after the show, sister. I do. I love mushrooms. Anybody else here have mushrooms before? Not regular, not like shiitake or anything like that, man. No, psychedelic mushrooms? Yeah, they're wonderful, aren't they? They're good for... Thank you very much for being so honest. They're wonderful for you folks. A lot of comics will come up there, they'll tell you, now I'm not advocating drug use, but this time when I got really fucking loaded. Okay? I'm advocating drug use. Do drugs, okay? They're good for you. Do them a lot. But do them respect. Actually, I love psychedelic mushrooms so much that if they ever have a late night infomercial, I demand to be the very special guest host. Man, I'm going to be kicked back in some gigantic purple paisley beanbag chair right across from some ancient craggly-faced, Indian shaman, just right there, just going, so what you're trying to tell me, Mescalito, is that if all I do is eat this single hand of psychedelic mushrooms, that in less than 1 hour, I will understand everything? Absolutely incredible. Tell me more. Well, Doc, that's the amazing thing. Well, wait, let me ask you this first. Mushrooms, one handful like that, I will realize that this is all merely an illusion, that we all see through a glass darkly, that love truly is the answer, that all anger, violence, and war truly comes from misunderstanding and ignorance. That is absolutely amazing. This has got to be expensive. How much does all this cost me? Well, Doc, that's the amazing things. Mushrooms grow from cow shit, so they're cheaper than dirt. Absolutely incredible. Yes, that's right, Doc. And if you act now, we'll throw in an extra 5 dried grams of mushrooms so that you can actually talk to God. That's right.
So call now. That number is 1-800-MUSHROOM. That number again, 1-800-MUSHROOM. That number one more time, 1-800-MUSHROOM. Y recuerde, por nuestros amigos latinos, nosotros hablamos español.
So what do you think? You want some shrooms? Go away, scary man. But I was talking about how I think PC's made it real difficult when it comes to dating between the sexes, because you have a whole minefield of terminology, very rarefied, that you're expected to deal with, don't you? Terms like what? Sexual harassment, date rape, and whoa. Folks, there was a time not very long ago when the passionate pursuit of a beautiful young woman you were attracted to was considered what? Romantic, right? Nowadays, Pepe Le Pew would be considered a stalker. I think things have gotten a little bit uptight. Date rape is one of those terms you hear bandied about quite a bit these days. At least I do, but, enough about me. No, I'm glad there's more awareness. But you know what? It's kind of interesting. You hear these ridiculous, outrageous statements now like, all men don't understand that date rape is wrong. Come on, most guys understand. Just face it, you're always going to have the occasional asshole with the attitude like, well, just because the date's passed out don't mean the date's over. But you guys know, historically, sexually, men have always been expected to be the aggressor or the initiator, right? So for a woman, the idea of being date raped is obviously really pretty frightening. But for a man, the idea of being date raped is kind of a fantasy. Right? It's like, whoa, let me get this straight. You're going to take me out, buy me dinner, get me drunk, take me home, and then just forcibly fuck me all night long. Here's the car keys, Catwoman. You are the designated driver. I love women to death. I wish there weren't that tension that seems to have been, just, I don't know, cropped up in the past few years. I think a lot of it is promulgated by the daytime television talk shows, don't you? Just constant bitching and moaning and bickering. Just, you don't understand, Oprah. I'm slinging my tits over the hot stove all goddamn day long, just trying to take care of them babies. And then he come home and, let me tell you what, Oprah, you don't understand. She don't understand. I got to get up and crack a dawn, work my ass off all goddamn day long, then come home with her fat ass and them two little bastards right there. And that, whoa, take it back into the trailer, you fucking losers. How come the radon leak is never underneath their double wide? This actually happened to me. This is an example of that tension I'm talking about between the sexes. Kind of embarrassing. I met this girl at a show one night at a bar. This is, I think, in Indianapolis. And I really liked this girl a lot. I thought, we were hitting it off great. And that was until I made the fatal mistake of saying, well, hey, what do you say you and I just get out of here? Just go back to my place. She just snaps, just freaks out, looks at me.
I wouldn't sleep with you if you were the last man on earth.
And I was thinking, well, no kidding, babe. If I was the last man on earth, I could be a little bit pickier. Shit, you wouldn't live long enough to make it to the front of the line. 2.5 billion women? You'd have to peer through the overly moosed coifs of at least 30 NFL cheerleading squads just to see the back of Kim Basinger's head. Look at all the guys now. Oh, that's a good goddamn line. Yeah, it's never happened to me again. I tell you that right now. That's a keeper. Hey, how do you spell Basinger? Is there one or two S's in it? That's whatever. Well, I'm going to have to get out of here. But before I do, I would like to go ahead and share one other thing with you. I do a little writing every now and then, a little poetry. Occasionally the Dionysian muse is upon me. I feel compelled to compose a few lines, and recently I finished a poem that I submitted to Hallmark. When I finally honed comedic senses, tell me that they turned me down. But I was really bummed out by that, so I'd like to go ahead and share this with you folks if I could. Let me know what you think, okay? Here we go. When the road you chose gets rocky, and the way leads all uphill, and even good friends desert you, as they sometimes will. When the deck seems stacked against you, seems there's no way you can win, that's the time to buy a gun and put it to your chin. When problems loom too large and they're only getting bigger, set the barrel, baby, and pull the fucking trigger. They really did turn me down, so I said the hell with it. I went out, I created my own greeting card line, and I have also since created my own greeting card company, which is now called Hellmark. So if you guys would like to get some cards after the show, I honestly do have them. I brought 3 different cards in my line with me this evening. This is my favorite new card. I'm sure you guys will love this. I just love this new card right here. Look real closely, if you will. Right there on the front, right there is a little image of Jesus with his arms outstretched right there, and it says, "Remember, Jesus loves you." Right there. And the inside it says, "But the rest of us think you're an asshole." Isn't that nice? Yeah. So, hopefully with the Lord's help, that card will sell well. This is another one of my favorite cards right here that I have with me this evening. Take a look at that. That is my specially designed stress relief card. Right there, yeah. The directions say to insert your thumb through the hole from the back of the card like so, then open up and read inside. And you do that, and you read right there, and it says, just thought it might be nice to get it out of your ass for a while. Here, ma'am.
You guys over there, oh, glad I'm not sitting over on that side.
I got a whole bunch of other cards in my line. If you like these, you can tell why they're called Hellmark cards. Anybody here's online, go check out my website, if you will. It's at www.hellmark.com. You can see some other really cool cards. I've got some t-shirts, some boxer shorts, all kinds of nifty stuff like that. And also, if you would, take the time to sign into the guest book. Let me know what you thought of the show. And I will send you an email when I come back into town and let you know that I'm going to be here. So check it out, if you will, at hellmark.com. I will leave you guys with this one right here. This is my all-time favorite of the cards. I hope you had a good time. You're a great bunch. Look real closely right here. The cards are 1 for $2 or all 3 for $5. My all-time favorite, short and sweet, to the point right there. See that cute little girl on the front right there? She's riding her rocking horse. See that right there? Yeah. Yeah, and it says, thinking of you, just wanted to say, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Thank you guys very much. I'm Doc Barham. You're wonderful. Take care of yourselves. Have a nice night.